Welcome to Talk About Topeka live here in downtown Topeka at the Break Room. We have a live audience. Live audience, let's hear you. We love our live audience here tonight, and we also love our guest here with us. Now, we've taken a little time away from the show. We've had a lot of things happen, and so we have plenty of since. People know that we've kind of had a lemon truck drive through the place here, and we've been recovering. We have lemonade here for our guests to make sure they have plenty of lemonade, because that's what you do. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade and you share it with your friends. And one of my close friends here that I am really excited to have in the studio with us, the Break Room studio, live on stage right here. So excited. Christy Pankratz, the executive director of Safe Streets, is joining us here today. And we've got some great things to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about the Safe Streets organization. First of all, how are you, Christy?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Doing great, doing
Good
great.
Deal. And the lemonade is fabulous,
awesome.
By the way. Just let me tell you that.
Glad you enjoyed it. Excellent. So let's talk a little bit about Safe Streets. Let's give a general overview. Now, we've invited some folks from the neighborhoods to join us here tonight as part of our live audience. And so that's our goal, is to stimulate conversations. We think that great things happen when you bring those folks who have worked really hard to make their neighborhoods great together and have good conversations. So that's what we're doing here tonight with our live audience. And Safe Streets has been doing that for years. Let's talk a little bit about that.
We were actually founded in 1995. I won't date myself, but that's the year before I graduated high school. And I just really did date myself with that. But basically, it was founded by a local reverend who was looking at what can we do to make Topeka better? How can we kind of unify a community? And the idea from Safe Streets was born out of that. Actually, a tragedy. There was a homicide of one of his congregation members that prompted this. But over the years, we are housed under an organization called Prevention and Recovery Services, which deals with substance abuse prevention. So as an agency, we focus on crime prevention as well as substance abuse prevention, because we can obviously see the connections between the two. And currently what we do is we work a lot with neighborhoods. Some of them are neighborhood improvement associations, some of them are neighborhood associations, some of them are homeowners associations, and some just label themselves as neighborhood watches. What we want to do is help them build within their community. We want them to be standing organizations or groups that are unified, can connect with each other, know who to reach out to at the city or county levels as far as law enforcement or other partners go. And we want to have everyone on board with how they can each help to make their neighborhood safer. Because crime and safety is not just a law enforcement issue. It's not just a neighborhood issue. It's not just a school issue. It's not just a business issue. It's all of our issues. And we all have integral parts that we can play to do our part to make Topeka better.
And if you want to change the world, that starts at home.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the initiatives that Safe Streets has, that neighborhoods can use as tools.
Sure. There are a lot of different initiatives that we can do. The first is a neighborhood meeting of some sort. We encourage you to get together and communicate. We live in a society where it's really easy just to pull into the garage, close the door, go in after work, a hard day, and not go outside. Well, it's so important to get out and walk your block. Know who's supposed to be there, know your neighbors, know what cars they drive. Just have that awareness and be cognizant of what's going on about you, because I'm a big proponent of, if something seems off, it is off for a reason. You should report that sucker. I mean, that's how I operate, and that's how I encourage everyone else in our community to operate as well, too. So that's definitely something. The communication with neighbors is key. And I mean, email is a great source. Social media, like Nextdoor, Facebook, a lot of neighborhoods use those to communicate. But I would also take that a step further, that that's not the end-all be-all for communication either. That face-to-face interaction is one of the most important things you can do, and that's why National Night Out on August 5th is an incredibly important event as well, too.
Absolutely. And that's important. You know, when we had the theft of our copper here, you know, there were things that they'd done. They'd disabled security cameras. They had come before, and you don't think about it when the panel is taken off of your thing. I know I personally thought, hey, this panel's off, it fell off, whatever. I didn't think that somebody might be coming back later to scouting out what was going on. If you stay vigilant to those things. Understand that's exactly what's going on. They're trying to figure out what the job is, you know?
Well, and like at a neighborhood meeting I was at earlier this week, there was talk about security companies, you know, going around. And just having that communication with other neighbors that oh, they didn't actually work for a company when I called to check it out to see if they had a peddler's license. Just that communication of, oh, maybe they weren't legitimate people to be in the neighborhood brought the awareness that, oh, okay, I'll be extra vigilant in looking for this further, and I will contact law enforcement if I need to.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have neighborhood watch programs.
Yes.
For citizens who want to get involved, the police department has the Citizens Academy where they can learn about the process, right?
Yes, actually both the Sheriff's Office, Shawnee County Sheriff's Office and the Topeka Police Department, they do offer citizens academies. I have actually been through the Topeka Police Department Citizens Academy. It is a wonderful opportunity to go through and kind of see all the different departments. You're inundated with all this information about how they operate and how they work. And I encourage you, it's really eye-opening as a citizen just to see what all goes into law enforcement and why they do the things that they do.
Yeah.
And the Sheriff's Office also offers one once a year too. I've spoken at it, great people there, great information too.
So, and also we do the Safe Streets Coalition meetings, and,
Yes.
and at those meetings, we're bringing people together, we're bringing law enforcement together, we're bringing neighborhood
Right.
leaders together on a monthly basis.
Right.
It's the first Wednesday of the month
Right.
at the Great Overland Station.
And the next meeting will be August 2nd.
Yes, so right before Neighborhood Night Out,
Right.
so people can get that on
Right.
their calendar. Taking July off, but
Yes, just
August
do
will
the
be kicking
holiday.
back up. Yeah.
But basically what it is it's people coming together. There's information sharing going on from our partners. There's a crime stats update from the Topeka Police Department about what's going on, what citizens can do if we're seeing like increased vehicle break-ins or increased auto thefts. Here are some tips that you can use to help not become a victim of crime.
Yeah.
And things like that. Then we also have kind of a guest speaker that goes over some type of initiative related to safety in our community as well too. So what our hope is that there are takeaways from these meetings that people can then use to enhance their own safety in the community, share with friends, share with family members, share with coworkers.
Absolutely, and really there's a lot of really great community-minded advocates that come to those meetings.
Definitely.
And it's a great way to network. So, and also, if you can't make it to the meeting, it's a noontime meeting. City 4, the city television station, is there, and they'll put it on City 4 as well.
Exactly.
So you can actually watch that. And I believe they put it on YouTube as
Yes,
well.
there's
so,
a YouTube link as well too that's available on our Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
So and it's open to the public.
Yeah.
We love to have people come and join us and learn about what's going on. And our hope is we want to see people active and engaged. So the more people we can bring to this meeting, the better.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. That's Safe Streets. There's some really wonderful things happening with the organization. Of course, they're supporting some really fantastic neighborhoods and some really fantastic people who do a lot of really hard work to keep those neighborhoods safe and to bring each other together. That connection is key, as connection, communication with a clear conscience, and that's what Safe Streets
Exactly.
promotes. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time to tell us all about it.
Sure.
If you want to help spread the word of Safe Streets, I encourage you to spread this word of this video with your friends and come on down to the Safe Streets Coalition meeting, hang out with us. Again, the next meeting is going to be the first Wednesday of August, so join us for that. And as well, we've got August 5th, National Night Out. Check it out. Get that on the calendar as well, because your neighborhood should be doing something really awesome. And if they're not, well, you might be able to get a party going yourself. So check it out, folks. And that's Safe Streets. What's your website?
SafeStreets.org, or our Facebook page is Safe Streets Coalition.
Very good. That's Christy Pankratz, the Executive
Thank you.
Director. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You bet.